sun now has the companion star and also those heavenly bodies, Nibiru. So please again enjoy this footage as we continue the research, and take care. Sarah Johnson took this image around mid-afternoon, calling it Halo Round the Sun. She noticed those chem planes, noticed the haze in the sky, and this, again, strange object reflection, just like a mirror in the sky. So thank you for this image. Another image coming in from Sarah. Now this kind subscriber's in Florida. Now look at the textures and look at the strange colours in the skies. And also the shape of the area of the sun. It is just like a huge reflector. Look again how dark it is for the time of the afternoon being 1 PM. Part of the halo here as well. Chemtrails. They're still doing it, aren't they, to this very day? Now just like the other images from the other video, we can see, can't we, this dark piece in the sky, this dark patch. Now this is the area that they are concentrating on to cover each and every day. Can you see this red haze and this green reflection? Everything has changed up there. Look at the lines. It's all being controlled by HAARP and it's being covered up by chem planes. Now if all this was removed, we would see a big dark ring around the sun. Now this simulator is in front of the sun. Just behind it will be the red sun that we saw on the 16th of October. Can you just see the reflection? I would like to say that these images are just coming in right now. Can you see again this dark area of this sky where you've got this halo, but the halo is there to cover the truth. There is something that's dark that's with our sun. Again this white object and the dark shadows on the land. Look at all these lines in the skies, and again you can see that HAARP is moving this area, these cloud systems, into front of this halo. All that you see is chemtrails. So thank you again for this and these kind images, because many people now are looking up to the heavens and noticing that things are definitely changing. Look at this red reflection up here as well. All this you see is just poison. Mr. Andrew Cox sent this image in as well. From the morning skies, he looked around and noticed how dim and dark it became. And then he noticed a chem line, also a red haze in the sky, to the left side. Mr. Andrew Ward also took this image whilst on the beach in the USA, and also you can see that there is a darkness inside this halo. Look at this white reflector again, and just chemtrails. There is no natural clouds. I've just got this image in again from Mr. Andrew Cox. Now he says in his email that he saw a very strong red reflection and a pink haze in the sky. Something else lit up, and then after moments later it disappeared. So again, we've just got to be persistent, and I respect everybody's photos to be shown on the screen. Billy from the USA took his camcorder out to notice the skies were dimming around 10:30 AM. Look on the ground. Then he turned round to look up at the sun. And this is what he saw. He saw a white object, many chemtrails, this haze in the sky, and also this other strange rainbow formation. A huge halo full of chems being sprayed to cover up the truth. He also states in his email that the trees and plant life just seem to be rapidly dying around him. So again, we're seeing this white reflector, this dark sky. Everything is now becoming evident. To this day, still we're seeing this, and news media still say nothing. Joseph in Newbury in Ohio noticed a reflection to the other side. Now look at the chems. Everything you see on the screen is just a haze. chem lines and this reflection. Very important to keep an eye on this reflection. During the morning, around 10:30, he saw this sky yet again. Look at this. Dying trees, a white object, and many chemtrails in the sky. Still getting emails saying these are contrails, but we all know now that these are poisons being spread across our sky to hide other objects. During the sundown, he noticed as well more chemtrails, more strange lines in the skies, another reflection above, and also this haze, all to hide that what is coming, because these objects have been documented for many years now. And looking at the different types of chemtrails and also the amount of poisons they're spraying at this year alone is showing that something is going to happen. Now, we're getting some emails again from Mr. Andrew Cox. Now, this guy, okay, is showing you this red reflection in the sky with this object again. He's a full believer that this is a reflector because the skies are too dark. Now, I want to show you the next photograph that this kind gentleman sent in, because to the left side there was like plasma and a pink reflection. Now, there's something that's agitating the sun to the left side. Can you see this pink reflection here? The same reflection colour that we saw on the 16th, the same colours. Now, we're seeing yellow, strange reflections on chemtrails and this pink reflection too. Something else is with our sun. So again, thank you for this image. Mr. Robert Regut from Fountain Hills noticed when the sun was rising about 9:30. He was absolutely astonished how dim and dark it became. As you can see, it just looks like an eclipse. Now, if we were all stood there with Robert, we would notice that the skies became too dark. So another fantastic photograph proving that we are going into darkness. Robert sent this photograph in as well. Now, we know this is lens flare, but look at the area of the sun. Look around as well how dim and dark it's become. For 9:30 in the morning, it should never be like this. So again, this is more evidence. Mr. D. Brandt sent these photos in again as well from the USA, stating on his email, already sky full of chems. And I'm going to go to the next photograph, because all these photos that are being sent in needs to be shown to humanity. This is the next photograph also that this kind subscriber sent in, and he states in his email this is what they do first thing in the morning, and then we see that halo with all that ash and dust. It is just all up there in our atmosphere, and everything is being covered up. Also, Mr. D. Brandt sent this photograph in as well. As you can see, the different types of chemtrails that they produce in the sky. Look at these lines as well. As the aluminium in the sky is being produced to cover the truth, they start moving across the sky, closing into one another, and then spreading a silvery haze. It's like a blanket being covered up, so none of us will be able to catch or check to see those objects. When they do this, it is unbelievable, isn't it? Because they seem to think that they're invisible, that no one will look up, and they would just continue to do this. But still, many of humanity think that they are just normal planes with passengers on board. But now it's time to wake people up, to make sure that they know they're military jets hiding the truth, covering up objects out there in our inner solar system. Okay, so that's now look at another set of images from other kind people that have sent them in, because we are still searching for those objects in the sky And we are getting closer now because we can see some strange reflections as they continue to chemtrail to cover up the truth. These next attachments are coming in from Stafford's Pride, from Maryland. Now, this kind subscriber goes outside, points the camera above the house, and takes these images of these strange formations. As I've said before, there is ash, there is dust, iron oxide that's coming through above our atmosphere. Can you also see that strange reflection here? These are chemtrails. All this is a haze. What we see above is dust. When this kind subscriber took the image above her house, she then turned round to notice this on the screen. Lines in the sky, all this is just a haze. And it is a crime against humanity because we don't want any of this. It's right in our faces what they're doing. Here is this strange white object again in the skies. Look at these lines as well. When we've taken pictures of the sun in the morning skies, we would get a red lens reflection, but we're seeing this blue reflection like it's fluorescent because of this cloaking technology. Is just like a huge mirror in the sky. Okay, I've got a video. It's short, but there again it's showing the proof that in Detroit in the USA, as this photograph just come in with this video just moments ago, this is what they're seeing in their skies right now. Chemtrails. So I'm going to play this video. It is short, but it's so important to make sure that these videos come out. So there you see it, right now. This video was just sent in a short time ago showing you that this is what they're doing. And the job is to be done is to expose the powers that be that do this. So I'm going to go to another piece of footage as well, because the more we're seeing these videos and photographs, the more we are showing that there is something wrong. Another image has come through from PJ Alvin from Detroit in the USA. Now there is many images coming from Detroit, isn't there? With a lot of strange skies. Now look at this object again, this colour and these chemtrails, and far too dark above in the sky. We're seeing a dark patch. Now yes, we do see the lens flare, but look at all this chemtrail activity, pink haze, different colours. PJ also sent this image in as well. You can see again chem lines. This was taken during the day as well. Look at this strange formation. All above is ash. They're covering everything up each day, sowing those clouds to try and connect everything to then cause a huge haze in the sky. Okay, we've got another video that's come through just like the other one, but this one runs longer. Now this has just come through now moments ago by Fonz from Detroit in the USA. Please watch this as well, because it's very interesting what they do. As again, these are fresh images right now. Okay, Fonz, that was fantastic, that video, showing a lot of evidence that the skies are dimming. You could see that on the land. And when you look at the area of this huge cloaking device that's up there, can you see those chemtrails? Now, can you see that orange haze around the outline of this huge reflector? Now, that orange haze is the colour of the sun that we saw just last week. We saw that strange orange haze. So, again, they are covering up the area of the sun behind it, our real sun, that's dimming every day. NASA is using technology to do this, and you can read it as well, look it up, as the simulator. So now let's go to other fantastic images. Okay, now we've got Mr. Marcus Turner from the USA that sent in a video showing the red skies, and also he said and stated as well in his email the temperature rose very high. So let's now play this video that Marcus sent in, because all the videos that come in are very, very important as we research for Planet X.
This is to Matt Rogers. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, which is in the United States. The time is 6:44, which is Central, and it is 10/21/2017, as you can see from the east, which is where my iPhone 6S is pointing to. There's a reddish coloration. This is south, as you can see, the blue skies. This is south. That's north. And west would be that way, as you see the small trail, chemtrail, that is. Wow, this is crazy. But yeah, Matt Rogers, I'd like for you to check that out.
Okay, thank you for your respect and also showing this video that all of us are seeing now. The skies are still lit up to that other end of the sky. Can you see that pink reflection? Now that is so important to see that, because we're seeing another light source from the Nibiru system, and this guy has caught it straight away. So big respect for you for sending this in, and please keep safe. We've got other images coming through from Jolene Marino from Massachusetts. Now, she noticed in the skies coming back from work that there is another reflection coming through, as we're still seeing to this day this strange colour. Now, we're seeing on the other images and videos also this strange colour as well, so it's just more evidence that they're still hammering our skies to hide the truth. Jolene also took this next photograph when she was walking around work. She noticed to the northeast sky there was a red reflection. Now, she states as well in her email that the temperature rises as the sun goes down. It becomes much hotter, but in the past years, as the sun goes down, it was getting cooler. So it's like everything's the wrong way around, because we've got those intruders in our solar system that's heating everything up. Yvonne Harris from Amsterdam took this image mid-afternoon and also described how dim it became. For about half an hour it became so dark. She first thought it was a cloud system, but when those clouds moved away to the left, this object was beaming far too white, but again around the outer area it was far too dark. Okay, now we've got another video that's come in from HCar762, also from the USA, and in the email he states as well that the skies are just continually being sprayed, chemtrailed. Everywhere across the world is being chemtrailed, but we still need to see and find out the truth of this heavenly object. Now, this kind subscriber's brought in these images first. Now, there's been a bit of a pattern of behaviour in the skies, haven't they? So on this video, have you noticed on other subscribers are showing very similar photographs, even the yesterday's images, of these lines appearing to be going straight up to the sky in this V formation. Other images are just showing the same formations, so they're playing up any other trickery to hide the truth. This means that spraying across the sky, as they've done before, they are now changing their techniques to spraying straight up to the skies. Now they do this as like a grid form pattern to hiding something that's coming in a lot stronger, a lot more bigger. They don't want you to see the reflections. Now another source came into me by an email this morning stating that orange sun that we saw on the 16th of October was because they did not use that device to hide the truth that they do every day when we see that huge reflector. So again, they are really hard at work to covering up this true event that's incoming. Here is HCAR 762's other photograph. Just complete chemtrails and this line in the sky, this strange cloud formation as they use HARP, this on full power. Everything to cover up the truth. But we can see their techniques now in the skies. Here's the next photograph as well, chemtrails, and it is spread everywhere, harming the trees, harming the land, and also, most importantly, it's harming us, and it needs to come out, this truth. When they've sprayed the skies with about 5 or 6 chem lines, you start to see that these chemtrails start forming towards each other, these chemicals reacting and then causing a big huge veil across our skies. Now this kind subscriber stated if she took this photograph about 7 years ago, at this time of that time, she would want you to see that the trees would be healthy and the skies would be a nice blue, but instead we're seeing a complete reversal on this photograph. Now also this subscriber, this friend, we are all friends, sent this video in showing a strange reflection to the northeast sky. If you can just see it clearly on the screen. Now I'm going to play this video for you now because again it is so important to get these videos out. Okay, so thank you for sending this video in, and there is more photos and videos that have been sent in by yourself. I will sort them out to do another video very shortly. Tommy Barber sent this image in from Carolina, and also when you look at it carefully you can see that reflection just here. Now this reflection is behind all this that you see in the skies, aluminium, barium, and also this white object is rising. He states in his email the whole skies are being cloaked and covered up, and he believes that there is going to be something huge that will happen in these next years. There's something very strange that's going on. Mr. Gary Pearson from Leyland in Lancashire in the UK took this image just a short time ago. Now this is what it was like here as well. Now, can you see that chemtrail and the shadow that's just beside it here? Strange formations and this white object. So everywhere across the world is starting to see this. As I said before, I still get emails from smaller populated areas saying they're seeing the blue skies and everything's fine. Why aren't they seeing this? Well, because I believe it's because of the bigger populated areas. When they see the truth, if they saw those objects up there, there will be mass panic and civil war. And the media, government and the powers to be, they don't want that to happen. Now in the smaller populated areas, they'll just leave it as it is, and people would just go about their business. So again, it is just to keep researching and checking, because you can see a persistent pattern of what's going on. Now Gary's taken this last image to show you. You can see that the window's been open. And you also notice with this object, look to the left side here, there's a huge shadow. The skies are far too dark. They spray the area to cover up this darkness. As again, if this was all removed or never happened, everybody would be looking up to wondering why there is a dark shadow right across around the sun. They caused also the halo to be produced to hide it as well. Now we have some fantastic images coming in from a kind friend as well to the community called Dennis. Now Dennis is from Virginia, and you can see that chem line in the sky, the strange green reflections and a haze. So I'm going to move to the next image. On the next photograph we can see a military jet and also the chem line. They spray on and off through the skies and also leave these trails behind. Here is the next photograph as well. It's just very bizarre what they do. Lines in the skies. So thanks again, Dennis, for sending this video in, because again, we need this evidence to show humanity what's going on. So thank you, all of you, for watching this video. And please email, as you can see on the screen, with all your photos and videos showing the truth that your skies are being sprayed as we continue to search for Planet X.